The strongest creature on Earth, the Ogre, Yudra Hanma, is here to showcase his best feats and statements throughout 1000 plus chapters of the Baki franchise. Welcome to the long awaited How Strong is Yudra Hanma? First, a warning for everyone's safety. The grand power of Baki logic will be prevalent throughout today's video to the utmost degree with this creature's power. Let's start with a few hype panels showing his glory. Yudra Hanma, the pinnacle of physical force, who stands at the crystallization of strength, who has devoured a massive amount of fighters. It's only fair to start with his most known and insane feat, the punch that stopped an earthquake, and the question being, did he really do it? Let's explain. This occurred in the first manga series of Baki, titled Grappa Baki, when for the first time, Baki was going to challenge his father to a fight. However, an earthquake started as they were about to begin. Without hesitation, Yudra punches the ground, leaving this hole and various people to think that he stopped, as once he punched the ground, the earthquake did in fact stop. It's possible Yudra just had insane timing and luck, but for the fun of it, let's say he did in fact stop it, and that's pretty much what's implied by this scene here. So I'm not a maths dude or smart, so I looked on the Verse Battle wiki. I know many of you may be, questioning, the validity of that source, but I just went on it to look at some earthquake info and found the output amount for various magnitudes. I'm just going to say it had a magnitude between 4 and 6 because it was felt, but not some crazy shit that was destroying buildings all around the place. So with that, it's say a magnitude of 5, which would put that at a multi-city block level attack potentially if it did in fact stop this earthquake. And don't take that part too serious, it may not be the case, and the power ranking and gauge of that power could be completely wrong. I just wanted to find some extra information about what that could possibly mean, raw strength or feat wise. Now with that out of the way, we might as well mention some stuff from the latest Baki Do chapter. Just some casual talk about Yudro, the creature who's stronger than tigers, bears, African elephants, sharks, killer whales, and really everything you can name, and that his male hormone is 10 times the normal range. So pretty much this is what he can say or what he can consider himself. I am male and others are not. And if you've seen the quite sus roars for the chapter after that, you kinda really know what that means. But yeah, this just shows that Yudro's Baki logic is ever growing. He also has a habit of breaking things like swords and guns, just everyday regular stuff that everyone does on their spare time. He does be some type of a flex master, but I wouldn't want to make him angry. Let's say you ask someone how to knock out another person. Many would say a clean punch to the jaw would do the trick, but Yudro just needs a regular flick. I mentioned this before that he's stronger than an African elephant. This includes this super elephant that claps military like light work, and as we know, regular people use doors. I hope you didn't think Yudro would. Even Baki's imagination version of Yudro claps him so hard that people think an earthquake is happening. Another reminder to not make him angry or he'll shake a skyscraper. He's also good at making people fly, quite talented I'd have to say. And those are some of his power-based feats. Now let's admire some durability things. Imagine thinking getting hit by lightning would stop him from walking. Let's see what happens when another monster like Baki decides to punch Yudro in the face. This is what he feels and compares punching Yudro to. He's really good at walking things off, like being hit by the legendary cockroach tackle, and you can pause the screen here if you want to see the absurd numbers that came from the cockroach tackle. This is speed but also durability, considering Miyamoto cuts trucks with his sword, but of course Yudro's neck is stronger than that. And this same panel can be used as one of the best speed feats so far in all of Baki. And take note, in this video I'm not really directly comparing Yudro to any other characters. For example, him besting Baki or challenging Pickle, I'm not going to compare Yudro's strength to insane feats they've done. A major example would be Oliver's insane strength feats throughout the series, and Yudro pretty much clowning and besting Oliver in strength would by default put Yujiro above any feat Oliver has done in the series thus far. I'm not going to be mentioning and comparing those to Yujiro in today's video, as it will take too long and I want to focus solely on stuff Yujiro has done. But yeah, now let's get into some more speed talk. Was able to catch a bow like that, this casual stuff on the weekends. Why even wear shoes at this point? It's more like an honor for shoes to wear him, not him to wear shoes. I guess he learned some instant transmission, just casual speed stuff, some also casual punches piercing through sound, and remember, if he wanted to he could dodge lightning, but he doesn't really need to, so what's the point? Now to cover the most insane shit, his hacks based abilities. Motobe says he heard that Yujiro mastered every martial art that exists in this world, so any move ever used in Baki that is martial art based he can use, I guess, and this may explain in certain circumstances where many people, including me in the past, thought Yujiro would actually copy techniques. Well, the real truth is that he actually knows every technique. He doesn't need to copy them because he already knows them. So yeah, or he could in fact just copy techniques, and I could be, tripping here. One of his sons, Baki's major insane abilities is his imagination style, and Yujiro surpassed Baki's imagination. I will explain that ability when I do my How Strong is Baki video, and let me just say it's one of the most OP abilities in all of Baki, and Yujiro just surpasses it. We can't forget his demon back. We don't know exactly what it does apart from it massively amping his power and overall ability, so I'm just gonna think it's like a Super Saiyan transformation from Dragon Ball. And mentioning Dragon Ball, didn't Goku lose to a heart disease? With Baki stating that in the entire world of living things, he's the undisputed champion. Even cancer or AIDS couldn't do a thing. So L to Goku, dub to Yujiro. Obama mentions that his power exceeds that of a nuclear impact. Don't even think you can arrest him, as there is no organization on this earth that can arrest Yujiro Hanma. And as we know, the USA, makes alliances, for example, whole countries like China, but also alliances for individuals like Yujiro. Now, do you know what Yujiro Hanma is? It's simple, the strongest, #1 on the planet, above viruses, bacteria, perhaps even time. Don't even think new technology is relevant. Tanks or missiles are nothing. Alright, I think everyone has the idea now, so let's end it with his most impressive feat of all time. One might be aware of the game Rock Paper Scissors and the rules involved, like for example rock beating scissors. Well, you see here, Yujiro uses scissors against Baki's rock, so that would mean he lost, right? Wrong. Yujiro scissors beats rock. But yep, hope you enjoyed today's How Strong is Yujiro Hanma video. Before leaving, make sure to leave a like, share the video around, and as always, shout out to the very cool people who support the channel via the Patreon. But yep, that's it guys, peace.